Okay, let's do a quick intro for YouTube. It's gonna be like a 30-second thing. All right, let's go. Well, you can't take away the monkeys. We need them. Now it looks like nobody's here. You're trying to make me look bad in front of the YouTube peoples. That's not nice. Hey there, how's it going? Today we are doing a sponsored stream where we are making a game for the TriJam with GDevelop. GDevelop is a really cool engine that you can use and play with for free, either in the browser or download. It is an event-based block system, which is something I'm very familiar with, so we're going to get in and try it in the most craziest of situations, which is the TriJam. 3 hours. We got 3 hours to make a game. Let's see how it goes. Okay, once again, let's go over. We're going to be making a game with floating islands. My thought process here is we're going to have a ring of islands, maybe, I'm thinking 6. They'll be kind of floating there, right? So they're floating islands. We're using the theme extremely lightly because new engine. Who dis? We'll have a player character that'll come in and it'll land on one of them. There will be a coin that will spawn in the path of them connecting. When you click on one of the islands, your character will zoom over there. We're just going to tween them across. If it collects the coin, that'll start the timer. So when you collect the first coin, that starts the timer and increases your movement speed. So as you go, you'll get you'll zoom between the places faster, collecting coins, and you'll have like 30 seconds. And at the end, you'll have your however many you got, and hooray, we all win. I think we got this. Fingers crossed we got this. I'm making a very simple thing. As always, when you're first getting into any engine, you should be starting very simply. So that's what we're going with today. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to start the timer. Oh, in 3, 2, 1. Go. All right, the timer has begun. All right, so we're going to start off right away using something out of the asset store. We're going to be using something out of this pack again, which is the Kenny Isometric pack, like that. So the idea is our character is going to be bouncing between these, collecting coins in the path. So let's go ahead and add in a player now. Cute little person in here. Let's go with our red friend. You look adorable. Let's bring this character in. We're going to add the tween behavior, and let's get our first bit of coding and get this thing in. So what we're going to do is we have our event sheet over here. For those that have seen me use Construct, it's very similar to that. So at the beginning of the scene, what I would like to do is I would like to take the player and we're going to tween it. Moving, we're going to move it to island.x, island.y. Duration for now, we're going to set up a duration. We'll make it 1 for the moment, but we're going to make this a variable later and adjust that with code. So now on start, we should get the player that falls down. And that happened way too fast. Oh, I totally forgot. This duration is not in seconds. This duration is in milliseconds. Yeah, thank you. That is one difference to get used to. In Construct, it's seconds. In here, it's milliseconds. There you go. So now we got a character there. Perfect. As long as it's over the island, then we're just going to basically copy this down. You can hold Control and drag. So now the player should move to an island. So now we're going to need to create coins. So for coins, first up, we're going to make a coin spawner. This one, I don't need to use an object. We'll just make something from scratch here. So new sprite, add animation. We're going to edit with Piskel. One of the really cool things about GDevelop, the actual art creator inside is just Piskel. If you know Piskel online, like I've suggested Piskel is a cool tool to use for pixel art as well. It's just built in. We need to make this on the paths that lead between here to here. Okay, so these are all spawning locations that I want to have the coins go in. Now we need a coin. So let's go ahead, add a new object. We can go back to the asset store here. There's got to be coins in this one, right? There's got to be a coin. Maybe we just make it a gem. Gems are here. Gems it is. Crystal or gem? What do you guys want? Crystal or gem? See a lot of crystals. Everyone just wants a crystal gem, but we'll go with crystal. All right, crystal. Add. So the crystal we're going to pull up here. We got to set a number for each of these. So now we got 1. The rest of the numbers do not matter as long as they all have a number that is, individual. 10. 10, you bastard. Not 110. 10. What we'll do is on start as well, we're going to take these coin spawners, set its opacity equal to 0. They will disappear. So now you won't see them. See, now they're gone. That turns all of them off. And now what we're going to do is we need another coin section. So add event group, player on collision. We're just going to destroy it. It's delete though, I believe, right? Yeah, delete object. So when we destroy a crystal, that's going to set the global variable to a random number between 1 and 11. So now we're going to check if the coin spawner is the same number as the random number we pick here. We will create a yellow crystal at coin spawner. So now we should always get a new coin. New coin. New coin. New coin. Uh-oh. Where did new coin go? 2, 3, 4. Oh. Oh! Good eye! I knew something was wrong there that I did, because, like, there's literally nothing in this code that would make that not work. Let's go ahead and set up our counter for our coins now. I don't have any fonts uploaded. We're going to go with defaults for text right now, just because time, sanity, all that fun stuff. We'll go ahead and throw that down there for now. This gem count should go up as we collect. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Excellent. That's all we needed to do with that. So now we got our coin count. Now we need a timer. Okay, so now we should, as soon as we pick up this gem, start the timer. Timer is now counting down. So now we have a 30-second timer going while we collect these. We need a way to reset it after we die. We need a button now. Oh, you know what? I haven't done a button yet. Asset store? You guys got buttons. These are a little bubbly, and honestly, these are like, you know, circa 2014 buttons. We'll go with it. The next thing I would like to do is make the player speed up as we go. So we're going to need to change the time for the tween into a variable, and we're going to need to be able to affect that variable every time we pick up a gem. Right now, it takes 1,000 milliseconds to move between the islands, right? So no matter what your distance is, it's going to take you 1,000 milliseconds. What I want to do is we're going to turn this 1,000 into a global variable. I'm going to pause this. We're going to turn that 1,000 into a global variable. Then we're going to take it, and every time we collect a gem down here, we are going to subtract, I think, we'll start with 50 and see how that feels. We'll subtract 50. So basically the next time we do a tween, it'll only take us 0.95 seconds. And then it'll take 0.9 seconds. So every time we go, we're going to get zippier and zippier, is my hope. Here, when we pick up a coin. So whenever we pick up a coin, subtract. So let's do 50 for now and see if that's too much. The idea is the better you get, the faster you can go. 50 is probably too much. Yep, 50 is going to be way too much. 50 is too much. Try 30 for now. How's that visually look? We're going to go bink. We're going to go bink. Save. I want to make it so that you know when you can click to move. That gives us some good response to know that, yes, we can go there. I like having an indicator that, like, yes, you can go now, right? We're kind of getting to the point where we're getting into some more juice stuff now and just trying to make it look nicer. So that's awesome that we're already at this point. I'm not trying to freak out and like get the game working anymore. The game's pretty much there. Now we just got to kind of clean it up, which is really cool at this stage. Player.angle plus 90 is what I want. Is that what I want? I see no problems here. As intended. Think. All right, this looks a little weird because right now it looks like he's trying to shove the gem up its butt. So we don't want that. We want to flip it around and make it go the other way. The legs going out is kind of weird, so let's get rid of the duck. This is where I usually get like happy with a game when I know like, oh, this feels good. This feels real good now. Ooh, this feels real good now. It would only be cuter if they were like dangling, which we may make. Honestly, actually, we could do that. What do we got to do now? Let's put a background in because it looks like garbage at the moment. We need to change our background color to a nice like duller blue. Get ourselves something like that so we feel like we're in the sky. Look, cloud. Ooh. You're on the wrong layer. We're going to have like a handful of clouds basically. We're going to stick this one here, stick this one here. We figured out the problem. It was me, as we all expected. So we got that. Let's try and add in some sound effects now. All right, let's do a jump sound when we play. So actions, play sound. I don't have a sound file. Create a sound file. This is cool as hell. Jesus! It's scary as hell. There we go. I like that one. So I can just save that. We want a coin sound. Pick up. Really don't like you. So now when we pick up a coin... Let's get a high score going. We're going to compare coin count and see if coin count is greater than global variable high score. So if it is, write that. Also, when we do that, we want to make sure we set the text of high score. So that should set it. Let's try that out. So sometimes it can respawn in the position that it was at last, which looks a little weird. We can probably fix that, but meh. All right, gems, we got 26. Best is now 26. Reset. I am not setting the text here. Make that after the global variable is set. And does that save it? Hey, it saves it. Let's try and add some particles. There we go. I don't know why that was playing. That played a couple extra times there. Yeah, it's probably spawning on top of itself. That is probably true. Did my score go up a whole bunch when I did that? Change that, and then we spawn it there. That should do it. Find out. That worked well. Get rid of that, and I think we're good. I think that's the problem right there. Yup. Cool. And that'll stop it from overlap. That'll stop it from spawning directly on top of itself. We got 15 minutes? Crap, how did that happen? See, I told you, we'd get down to like 10 minutes and be like, wait, where did the time go? So now these ones will be above each other. Whoa. That was a weird one. What did that break? No, after we get 2, it stops working. Where's the other ones? Okay, we broke something. Why did that one break? Weird. 10 minutes? Ugh. Yeah, I don't know why that broke. Oh, there it goes. I'm gonna pause the timer to think about this. So we changed to picking by a random object. We didn't have this issue before. Now that we're picking by a random one of the spawning objects, right now, when we collide with it, we're deleting them. We're changing them. And then we pick a spawner. Swap the order of collision checks and pick random. Oh, these two? Let's try it. All right, let's start the timer back up. Yeah, sometimes the order you do things in is important. See if we can break it. Oh, my guy was upside down again. It's all good, though. It's 3 hours. What do you guys want? What do you want from me? All right, now we seem to be gold. That seems to be good. I would like to make a transition, though. Drag this in, and I want this to be very big. Now, if we start, we should just see a black screen with the play button. Excellent. Why is the play button above it? What are you on? You're on start. Oh, you're not on fade. That's why. Base layer, get on fade. Add behavior, tween. We got 6 minutes. All right, we can get this in. On start, we're going to go tween, fader, object opacity tween. There it is. Duration, we're going to go 0.5. Click OK. So now when we start, we should fade that away. Nope. Milliseconds. Damn it. Thank you. Milliseconds. That'll probably be one of the hardest things for me to remember. Okay, there we go. We got a minute and a half? What the hell did that happen? Wait, pause. Wait. Where did that... Wait. You guys didn't tell me that disappeared. Get some music quick. Yeah, I guess we can look at the music. Let me go find, like, one of the ones I have. We'll throw you in and you're gonna loop. Are we gonna have time to get this in? I've got 1 minute to try and drop this in. Let's see if we can pull it off. This is stressful now, and I'm like, oh god. Okay, I'm gonna pre-prep myself so I have it here so we go... Okay, I'm gonna warn you guys now. I'm gonna screw it up. It'll stop when it resets the scene. Excellent. Counter isn't going down. I know, it's because I haven't moved yet. You're allowed to pause the timer during the TriJam as long as you're not working. I'm using my timeout strategically right now. It's probably not gonna work either. And all right, 3, 2, 1, go. Start the timer. Add action. Others, sound, play music. Music and sound, play music file. Music file. We need to choose a music file from my desktop. From my desktop. Music file. Open. Yes. Volume. Volume is like, let's do 20%. Pitch is fine. 1 by default. Sure. Okay. So it should start playing music now when we get there. We need to go preload sound, which was in resources. Preload music. Back. Save. I think, did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Test. No. No, we need to move that down to when we click OK. We need to move that down to when we click OK. Cut out there. Play. Where's the play button? Where's the play button? Start game. On play button clicked. On play button clicked. When we move the first thing in. Let's do it here. Will it work here? Will it work here? We've interacted at this point. No! Well, you have to like music file, then click the preload music. Wait. What? I got 9 seconds. You need to select the music file and click the preload music. It's on the right spot. It's on the right of the file. Wait, I clicked it, didn't I? Preload sounds? Oh, I need to select it over here. Okay. We got to do this fast. Start. Select. Preload music. Ah! Save. Did we get it? Let's see. I have failed. There is no music in the game, I'm sorry. I have failed. I don't know what I did. I broke it. I think we made a pretty damn good showing here, guys. So, no music in it, unfortunately. But to be fair, I don't think I've really ever had music in my TriJam games. I made this with an engine I've never touched in 3 hours. Like, I am super pleased. Like, I am super freaking pleased. Sick. All right, let's export it and upload it so you guys can try it out. Upload a new project. We'll call it To the Stars. Did it work? Made with GDevelop. We got sound. Yeah. We got a functioning game in 3 hours. Come on. With a first time using an engine. I am super happy about this. This is rad. How cool! It works on mobile? No kidding? Nice. Totally unintended, but I'll take it. Pretty happy it works on mobile out of the box. Yeah, that's really nice. Because I'm honestly super happy with how this turned out. I'm really, this was a really fun time. I had an absolute blast. Like, I have enjoyed this process immensely. This was super fun. How long was your dev time? 3 hours. Did it live. Project has been submitted. See all submissions. We are in my submission. It's there. We did it. I'm really pleased with that. Like, I'm very happy right now. I would have loved this text to not look this crappy with the fonts, but, you know, it is what it is, right? It's super cute. It works. There's definitely a lot of, you know, improvements that I could 100% make. But, you know, 3 hours. What do you want for 3 hours? If you don't think this is good enough for 3 hours, show me what you made. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I got it. Okay, 17's my highest now. And then we reset, and it keeps our score. I want to give a huge shout out to GDevelop for sponsoring this video. As you've seen, it's super easy to pick up and start making games. GDevelop is a free and open source, no-code engine that can run in the browser or as a downloaded program, so it will even work on a Chromebook. I've been recommending it for years as a great free alternative to paid engines like Construct 3. Some of my favorite features are things like the built-in asset store with free and paid assets from some amazing creators, as well as the pixel art creator Piscal built right in as its image editor. And the fact that JFXR is just built in so you can create sound effects for your game without ever leaving the engine is amazing. Games made with GDevelop can be published pretty much anywhere you would need to. including Steam and the Android and iOS app stores. They even just released a guide to make your game optimal for the Steam Deck. You can also publish to places like itch.io in 60 seconds with the push of a single button. There are plenty more features to talk about, but the one I want to focus on is the amazing fact that GDevelop makes learning the engine as easy as possible. Almost anything you look at has a link to a tutorial to explain how it works. No more searching YouTube hoping someone has made a tutorial for the thing that you need right now. I also need to give a huge thank you to Marcos, Helper Wesley, and Victress Games for joining the stream and helping throughout the whole jam. Helper Wesley and Victress Games both make YouTube videos making games with GDevelop as well as teaching people how to use it. I've put links to both of their channels in the description, so please definitely check them out. I had a great time making this game and learning more about making things with GDevelop. So if you're new to game development or looking for a free tool to help with rapid prototyping, check out GDevelop by clicking the link in the description and start making games easier than you could have ever imagined. And as always, I need to give a special thank you to my Patreon supporters, especially my video tier patrons like Baron Earth, See Thee Mess, Enmark Games, Grim Mountain Games, Nightfall, Matzi Makes, Nazar Salim, Pixelator Gadsy, Salty Pretzel, Soapy Gnome, Some Dude, Straight Up Gruntled, and Warren Stephen Rose. You're all awesome people, and I cannot thank you enough for the continued support. I hope you enjoyed this live look at making my very first game with GDevelop. I had an absolute blast, and it was a great time. Please stay safe and healthy wherever you are, and be kind to one another. I'll talk with you next time. Have a good one. Later.